Assalamu alaikum, dear cadets. Today we are going to start our next lecture. Dear cadets, today we will discuss the working model of the nervous system, that how our nervous system works. Dear cadets, nervous system coordinates all body functions. It also detects the changes in the environment and produces responses to the changes. Dear cadets, our nervous system detects all the changes in our surrounding which are affecting our body. Then our nervous system detects them and produces a response uh, to them. Crickets, now here is a diagram which is showing the working model of the nervous system. Our here we can see that a sensory neuron is coming and it is carrying messages toward the brain, which is the part of central nervous system. Here, cadets, now here we can see that in the picture of the brain processing. Processing means to interpret, to study, to understand the message uh, coming with the nervous system, sorry, sensory neuron. So brain interpret and studies the and understand the message, and then it decide to respond the specific stimulus. So now brain will the interneurons are present in the brain, and they will deliver the message next instruction to the motor neuron. This motor neuron will carry this message toward the effector, which is muscle. Muscle is the factor, and factor is the organ which produces response, which responds the stimulus. And now our hand is picking the glass. So it was sensory information from sensory neuron that uh, uh, it was saw by our eyes that glass is lying over a table. So this message was sent to brain through sensory neuron, and our brain processed it and decided to pick the glass, and our brain interneurons um, delivered this message toward the motor neuron, and motor neuron carried this message toward the effector, which is muscles of our arm, and then our hand picked the glass in our hand. Dear Cadet, this is the working model of our nervous system. Now, dear cadets, what is stimulus? Any change in the environment, it may be external or internal, that can be detected by a receptor to initiate a nerve impulse is called stimulus. अगर पिलुरल होगा तो स्टिमुलाई कहेंगे. अगर एक से more than one stimulus, then known as stimuli. Dear cadets, if any change in our environment, it may be external or internal, then which is detected by our nervous system to initiate the impulse. It means to initiate the impulse means that by detecting something in our environment, our body um, reacted. Our body, our sensory information carry the message about that specific change toward the central nervous system, brain, and then brain decides to respond that specific change. This um, production of the messages, the carrying of message from sense organ to the central nervous system, this process is now known as initiating of the nerve impulse. Dear cadets, now heat, cold, pressure, sound waves, etc. These are the examples of the stimuli. Heat may be stimulus. Heat may initiate a nerve pulse in our body. Cold, it is also a stimulus. It is a change in our environment. Pressure, it is also a change in our environment. Sound waves, these all are the stimulus. The special, the special organs, tissues, or cells which detect the stimuli are called receptors. Dear cadets, there are different organs, cells, or tissues, specific parts of our body which are able to detect the changes in our environment, in our body, or in our environment. So, these are known as receptors. So, special organs, cells, or tissue which detects stimulus is known as receptor. Dear cadets, the sensory neurons carry the messages regarding stimuli in the form of nerve impulses from receptor to central nervous system. Dear cadets, we have discussed this point that our sensory neuron carry the messages in the form of nerve impulses from sense organ to the sense organ is also known as receptor. So, receptor and sense organ are the same thing. And central nervous system processes the messages. सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम जो होता है वो प्रोसेस करता है, समझता है, उसको पढ़ता है कि ये किस किस्म का मैसेज आ रहा है और इसको क्या जवाब देना है, फिर डिसीजन भी लेता है. तो the central nervous system processes the messages and transmits nerve impulses to the motor neuron. Dear cadets, the motor neurons carry the nerve impulses to the parts of the body which produces response. वो जो मुतलका मखसूस हमारी बॉडी का हिस्सा होता है, और जो चेंज है उसके जो मुतलका हिस्सा है जिसके ज़रिए हमने उस चेंज को रिस्पॉन्ड करना है, तो वो मखसूस हिस्सा होता है हमारी बॉडी का. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर हमने आगे कोई ख़तरनाक चीज़ पड़ी है, हम रास्ते पे जा रहे हैं और रास्ते पे कोई ख़तरनाक चीज़ आगे पड़ी है, तो हमने उसको रिस्पॉन्ड करना है. वो खतरनाक चीज स्टिमुलस है, उसको हमारी आंखों ने देखा, हमारी आंखों से जो सेंसरी न्यूरॉन है उन वो मैसेज को लेके जाएंगे ब्रेन तक. अब ब्रेन जो है उस मैसेज को पढ़ेगी, प्रोसेस करेगी, फिर उसके बाद जो अगला मैसेज होगा, ब्रेन से निकलने वाला मैसेज होगा, वो जाएगा मोटर न्यूरॉन को. ये कैडेट्स, अब मोटर न्यूरॉन जो है वो जो हमारा मुतलका हिस्सा है जिसने रिस्पॉन्स प्रोड्यूस करना है उस खतरनाक चीज को, तो उसी से में लेके जाएंगे वो पैगाम, और वो है हमारी टांगे, और टांग के अंदर जो मसल्स हैं उनको ये मैसेज पहुंचेगा. क्रिकेटर्स जैसे ही हम खतरनाक चीज को देखेंगे तो हम रुक जाएंगे. तो ये जो देखने के बाद पैगाम गया तो ब्रेन में, ब्रेन से अब मोटर न्यूरॉन के जरिए अब टांगों तक पहुंच गया है मैसेज कि आप रुक जाओ. मसल जो है वो रिलैक्स हो गए, अब वो कंट्रैक्ट नहीं हो रहे, तो अब वो रुक गए, हम रुक जाएंगे. तो ये जो हमारा दिमाग मैसेज था ब्रेन के बाद मोटर न्यूरॉन के जरिए वो मखसूस हिस्से की तरफ गया है. अब वो किसी और आर्गन की तरफ नहीं चला गया, वो हाथों की तरफ नहीं गया, ठीक है, तो या वो कहीं और नहीं गया, वो एग्जैक्ट जहाँ पे हमें रुकना था तो वो हमारी टांगों की जो मसल है वहां तक पहुंचा. So, dear cadets, now the part of our body which produces a response to the stimuli is known as effector. For example, our muscles, body muscles of our arms, our legs. These are and many others. Crickets. Now we come to know that what are the factors? The parts of the body which produces response to the stimuli is called a factor. Okay, it's enough for today. Inshallah, we will discuss our next lecture in the with next topic. Stay blessed, Allah.